Thank you for inquiring about becoming a volunteer on the Severn Valley Railway. We hope that this short video will give you an insight into the variety of work that can be undertaken, and whether you can spend only a few hours, a year or a few days, you will be most welcome. With a paid staff of only approximately 100, but with over 1,500 volunteers, it is easy to see why volunteers play such a vital role in the maintenance and running of the railway. From the skill and training required to drive a locomotive, through to maintenance of the permanent way, from on-train catering through to carriage repair, all share a common aim: to ensure that the Severn Valley Railway retains its role as Britain's leading preserved railway. Safety and training are a prerequisite of volunteer status, as well as an insurance requirement that you are a member of the railway. On receipt of your volunteer application, you will be invited to attend one of the regular Saturday induction days run by our liaison officers Peter Edkins and his deputy Barry Morton. The day will normally start at Bewdley, where we board reserved accommodation for our journey to Bridgnorth. It is a chance to meet new friends, discuss the railway, and there's even time to admire the splendid views. Peter and Barry will obtain further information from you and importantly discuss what you would like to do. It is usually possible to accommodate a volunteer's first choice, but for operational duties such as fireman, signaller and guard, for example, you will normally have to go on a waiting list before being considered for further training. Volunteer guard Roy Bullock describes his duties as a guard, having transferred from his first position as a booking clerk.
I first became a volunteer with the Severn Valley Railway at Arley, where I became a booking clerk and looking after the station whilst I was there, keeping it clean and tidy, and that was basically my starting point. Then I became a guard about a year later, having undergone a training period of about 6 months, and I've been a guard for about the last 9 years. Well, the guard's duties at the beginning of the day is to look around the coaches or the train that he's going to be working, to make sure that things like battery boxes are secure, couplings are properly coupled together, and in conjunction with the driver he will carry out a brake test to ensure that the brakes are fully operative throughout the train. This is obviously a very important safety consideration.
Your day will normally include a tour of Bridgnorth Motive Power Depot, one of the foremost facilities in the country for the restoration and maintenance of locomotives. Today we are guided by Shedmaster Derek Wright, a volunteer who travels up from London. With volunteers coming from all over the country, the railway offers overnight accommodation at each station in converted sleeping coaches. The railway undertakes all manner of work on its own locomotives and rolling stock, as well as undertaking contract work. From replacement of boiler tubes through to complete repaint, the railway possesses the skills and experience to undertake this work, with paid staff always welcoming volunteer assistance. With time to grab a quick refreshment from the staff canteen, we board our train for the journey back to Kidderminster. Before we leave Bridgnorth, we're able to learn a little about signalling from volunteer lady signalman Karen Hammond.
Well, I work on the Severn Valley both as a guard and as what we call a lady signalman. The signalman is described as being in charge of the trains and how they run and the timing of trains. Between all the signalmen, we control what trains are in which section, where they cross and how they get to each end. Here at Bridgnorth, while trains do cross here in effect, because one will terminate and another one immediately depart, the main thing here is to terminate the trains, make sure if the engines need to go for coal and water, put them back on the other end of their train ready for the next departure.
On arrival at Kidderminster station, more volunteers can be seen undertaking general maintenance. For those who want to volunteer but are uncertain where you might best be suited, help and guidance is readily available from Peter or Barry. On experience to date, we are sure you will find a rewarding position. Jamie and John, two of our volunteers, recount their own experiences.
I've always loved the railway and I just want to work on it. I want to go to Motor Power Depot. You work your way up from a cleaner to a fireman, then driver. Yeah, you make a few friends here.
With only having one eye, I was unable to make it an occupation on the main system, so they accepted me on the Severn Valley in the ticket office, and that's been my fulfilment. Please. It's, I've just earned my 15-year badge.
And a word about operational and non-operational divisions of the railway. The operational departments comprise motive power depots consisting of locomotive cleaners, firemen and drivers, along with guards, ticket inspectors, signalling and telegraph and permanent way staff. The non-operational side of the railway covers the balance of jobs including station staff, retail, catering and restoration. Whatever you decide, you can be assured that you'll be joining an enthusiastic team of railway preservationists.